Hey guys, how's it going? D-Rock here, and today I wanted to show a couple examples of Goho. I might show one raid, I might be able to show two, depends on how long the video gets, but I'm gonna make this as clear and simple as possible, pointing out some of the key things you need to look for when doing a Town Hall 9 Goho raid. I'm not claiming to be an expert by any means, but I do know the basics. So, step one. When doing a Goho raid, you want to first and foremost look for where the double giant bombs might be. So right here would be a good spot for one, and right here would also be a spot for one. Nowhere else in the base can you find two giant bombs next to each other. So that's the first thing to look for. Second thing I like to pay attention to is where the expos are in comparison to each other. So with this base right here, you're going to notice that both expos are right next to the town hall, which means you can easily distract both at once. I don't really like go-hoing bases personally if, say, this expo right here was way off to the side or something. That can really cause a problem for your hogs trying to get through the base, but beyond that, that's what I like to look for, is expos next to each other. Third thing is where the heroes are, and this is a very key. I like go-hoing bases where the heroes are both accessible from your kill squad. And your kill squad, for those that don't know, are your heroes and wizards, golems, etc. You might mix in a witch in there, you might mix in a Valkyrie, P.E.K.K.A. You can kind of switch your army to work for however you want to do it best. I like to keep it simple personally. Bring around 12 wizards, my heroes, and 2 golems. I always request a max golem in my CC. So where you're going to see me come in here, after you see all that. So those are the 3 steps. I'll just go over this one more time. Look for double giant bombs. This area, this area. On this base specifically, there's no other spot they can be. I mean, they could be one here, a couple little spots, but there's no other spots a double giant bomb can be. So that's something good to pay attention to. Second thing, you also want to look where the expos are. If you can distract those at the same time, it's key. Get them locked onto your golems, get them locked onto your king, preferably your golems, but that's also something very good to look for. And where this queen is specifically. If you can take out the king, that's a double. I mean, that's another positive. But the queen, mostly. Best to take out the queen. You have to take out the queen in a Goho. Alright. So, where do you actually come in from? The next thing I want to point out is I'm going to come in from down here. So I'm going to come in right here. And why is that? It's because I want to get to this queen, and I want to distract these expos before I drop my hogs. I don't get the king in this raid, but I would have liked to. If I could have killed that king, it would have been even easier raid. It does kind of come down to just a couple hogs left, but if I could have killed that king early on, it would have been key. So I'll kind of show you how I start this. And actually, first and foremost, I do pull the CC, which is pretty standard. You don't have to pull the CC. You could just push through with your kill squad, but I decided to pull the CC and double poison. Just kind of makes my life easier. This was a cleanup attack, so I knew it was in the CC. If I didn't know, or if I knew it was a hound, I might have just went in and didn't pull, because double poisoning a hound isn't really worth it. I would just pull, wait for the hound to take some damage, and then double poison the hound. But so I start here. You'll notice I come in with a golem and a golem, and then I drop my wizards, creating the funnel. That's key. You got to create a funnel. So I mean, this wizard's going to clean this, clean this, clean this, and it's going to clean all these structures. That's a very, very important thing. And I actually dropped 2 hogs down here just because I know there's a free defensive building I can take out. You don't really have to do that. Just decided to because I knew they weren't going to get targeted until they hit that wizard tower. So Let's just play through here. I drop a couple wall breakers just to break in. And then that's going to allow my golems are going to come all the way back around. King and queen get dropped. And you'll see here the double giant bomb is right here. And then the next thing I want to point out is the jump spell. So you'll want to jump in right at the king or the queen. And I was hoping this king would come over a little bit sooner, but he never really makes it over. But I have both expos distracted right here. And that's going to make it so I can start dropping my hogs right on the right side right here. So you're going to see I drop just a few hogs on each defense. Right there. You got 3 coming in on the right hand side over here. Right over here. These defenses aren't distracted, but the majority of these defenses in the core are. So my hogs are only going to be taking damage from this and this. I don't even need to heal them right away because they're going to take a little bit of damage, but not too much. Kind of let my kill squad work right here. Wizards doing some damage. Take out the queen. My hogs are doing work on the right. And then I'll kind of sprinkle them up top. I drop my jump. Or I drop my heal, I mean. Kind of, if you notice, I drop my heal right here. And that's to lead the hogs because they have nowhere to go over here. And they're not going to go for anything over here. So all the next defenses they're going to see are right over here. So you might as well drop your heal to lead the hogs towards the other defenses. You'll notice I'm sprinkling some in on the top side as well. And the next one, the next heal I'm going to drop is going to be right here. The next thing that does get kind of tough, I wish I could rewind the video, but you'll notice there was a double giant bomb right here. I was able to split it, so I was able to get a hog to explode one of the double giant bomb, or one of the giant bombs, and then see how the next one explodes right there. But my hogs are under heal right here, so they didn't die from the double giant bomb. Otherwise, all those hogs would have been dead. And then you'll notice right down on the bottom, coming in, sprinkling in a few more hogs. What I like to do is just 3 or 4 hogs on each defense. I don't like to just spam them all. Like some people will just take their hogs and just from here to here, you know, just make a line. I don't like to do that because you don't know if they're going to get sprung. They're not going to... I like to look and see to make sure when they're going from defense to defense where they're going to get sprung and when they're not. So the hogs on the bottom left are all going to be under heal right here. My queen, I finally had to use her ability. You notice she's still up. Because that's something to pay attention to as well, where she's going to be getting damage from. So my hogs are able to clean the last couple defenses. I do have one get sprung right there, and right now they just got to kill that king. And you always want to make sure you bring enough cleanup troops. I usually like to save 3 or 4 wizards and a good amount of archers just to clean up all these little structures around the base. Beyond that, you just call it good game. If, say, I would have lost 2 hogs through the raid, it might not have worked. I think I might have had enough cleanup, but either way, that's the end of the story. So I guess to recap, this will be the only one I show for this video, but what you want to do, step 1, I like to pull the CC. If I know it's a hound, I will not pull it. I'll probably just push in with my kill squad. Kill squad being heroes, golems, wizards, or witches, etc. And then I'll go at the hound, and then I'll double poison most likely once the hound has some damage to try to use that poison to deal damage to the hound and to kill the pups. But if it's just a dragon and loon, etc. like this, I'll just double poison it. Step 2, you'll want to know where those double giant bombs are. The 2 locations on this one, or on this map, are pretty obvious. So step 3, kill squad. So come in with 2 golems. You can come in with 3 golems if you want. Maybe bring less hogs, but I like to come in with 2. jump spell. I like to place that jump to push my kill squad towards the expos, so that way the expos will be distracted by my golems. And the next step, I like to get my hogs going in early and often, I guess you could say. Don't wait too long. You don't want to wait for your golems to die. I like to get my hogs going before my golems are even halfway damaged, so that way these expos right here are just locked onto the golems, not touching your hogs. And the final, most important step, I guess, is your heal placement. You got to make sure you look where your hogs are going and what defenses they can cover, or you can cover with your heal spells, because that's what can really make or break the raid. Right here, that heal, if I didn't have it right in that perfect spot, that last one, there's no way my hogs would have died, and it probably would have been a fail. So heal placement can really make or break the raid. Preferably this king would have been dead, but my heroes also aren't the highest level, so it worked out. My hogs were able to take it out. So if you got any questions, let me know. Put it in the comments, put it in the clan chat, etc. This is going to do it for this video. This has been D-Rock, and peace out.